to church and always not believe that there's a Savior, that there's God, is Jesus. And a lot of them not really knowing the intricacy of African ancestors and everything. A lot of people today come from those bloodlines where they converted because of necessity. Yet people today claim that they're Christian and they have no idea how Christianity even came about in their own home. That's what I just wanted to touch on, gentlemen.
And I don't do the Christian part. So there was lots of Christians, but you know why and how people got frightened out of Christianity. There was a path called the Appian Way. You know Rome, without an Appian Way. They say all roads lead to Rome. And every time I take that road doing history, it brings me back to Cape Town. I just couldn't understand why. But now I understood that every street light you drive past today, that was a cross. That was the crosses that Paul placed there. 6,000 Christians. And anyone who walks that path, you have to take that path to get to Brindisi.
You're casting spells, brother. Hey, we're not gonna see you.
No.
No.
So this path, Paul gave an order. Paul almost went blind after what he did only to the Christians. So these Christians was the Spartans. Spartans.
What clan was Zulu? Paul. What clan was Paul in Zulu?
I don't know. He came from the north. He sailed around. He went past Kenua. He went past Ravenna, Roma, Capua, which was Cape Town. And then down, you will get your, then Brindisium. Now, from Brindisium to Capua, there was a wall built called Hadrian's Wall. That's like
we need your injection. I can Panadol killers.
So people ask me where, if Rome was in Cape Town, where is Hadrian's Wall? And I tell them, now they take me to Italy, a picture of Italy, and they show me the wall. But that wall is as high as a man. When it was known that this wall was high, that no enemies could climb over this wall, and that wall was attended with black soldiers for 150 kilometers standing on that wall. So people ask me, where's the wall? I take them to a spot in Camps Bay where there's now houses. But now some people's houses have a fence. It's like collected up stone. So it looks to me like they moved some stones off the top and moved it to the other side of the fence to fit the net of ancient stories. So for us, we will never be able to believe that always happened.
And even the architect itself, like when we build our mud huts, they were aligning with constellations. So we never needed all those complications of NASA's, whatever. When you're looking at a church, enter a door, you know what you're entering. It's like a V of a woman entering inside. It's just male. The pastor, the male is at the front of you. You go to Abrahamic. Their building concept as the one's breast point upwards. That concept is the moon and the child. And then the other side, I use women as well. Because it's just women, feminine, harvesting conversations. Mary, the invisible man, and the child came, and somehow the child had this. It was like, none of it makes sense. So it's just a man who's just about his creation. He still goes back to the environment. That's what it is. Know your environment, know where you come from. You're born, created. Have you seen them putting pieces together and whatnot? Even some of us used to lie to us. They buy babies in the church, in hospitals. Like, something doesn't add up. They still look like you. So meaning they came from both of you. So I know. I think of like, you took a rib of a man and you birthed a person who had eyes, nose, and you don't just still intact equals as they would be. But for you to turn around to Mlovkazi, to say, you're below me, you have to be the gift of me. What happened? What? She doesn't deserve a gift. She doesn't have ears. She doesn't have feelings. The one that cooks you for 9 months and then bring you out. And all of you turn around to Mlovkazi and say, you're below me. You're shutting your own portal. That's how stupid the whole bamboozle of this thing is. No one knows what creation is within our own pond. Bible. You need to go through the cable analysis, your B1, B2, like a freaking cable. Seriously? Read your DNA testing. What's at the bottom? It says Bantu. So what is Bantu? When you're watching Wakanda Dome, Bantu is a dome. Under the Bantu dome, there are clans under it. That's when you find the one who was the gorilla clan, the other one was the rhino, the other one. They're telling you your own stories in your face.
But we never
that conversation is elite conversation. Hollywood is elite conversation. Bible is for the dummies, and the rest of us are the ones who have put in the mess. That you're being hypnotized by the movies, you're hypnotizing by the books. Your ancestors all say, when you see artifacts, you should be able to read the spirit behind it. You read the symbol, you read the name, you should just know. When you see the ankh, you should know. When you see this cross, the one that puts you that you're going to pay for your life, it should be life. But then when you're dead, it's still shoved on your head as well. So who was believing in death? That death does exist. What we were living, we're preparing for our death. Which means that if we do our best, inspires our kids on time, I exit. I can create a chance that when I reincarnate, it should just be a smooth ride. But look at us. So you need to understand that. If you want previous quality, F him. You don't need to explain to him. We have done saving them on that situation. We have done saving on all sorts of things politically. They don't want to help you. They don't care. They're here to erase you, to duplicate you. There's no population that can easily control. Whoever is feast on as a host of their new seats of whatever. These guys are deep. If you find the more force behind Vatican and that British was, and this whatever it is, you understand. So sometimes know your species. Just know your species. That's all. Get to know your other brother comes. What were they making? What were they doing? Because that's where you get to cook your systems. That's why they say guerrilla war. Specific demonstration of a specific demo of war.
But open to check this out. Black Panthers in Africa.
Yeah, but guys,
Americas.
guys, we don't not only like our relatable, here relatable ancestors. We know nothing about, but yet we rush to go to make connections with Bob Paul. So I just find it baffling that you know about Paul having come to Cape Town, but you
gonna be shocked.
You don't know anything about your grandparents, your great grandparents. Nothing. You don't feel them. You don't know what they
I understand you, Square. I understand you, but you must
Yeah,
understand
but
there's something that never removed.
why the pain? Why the effort? You know nothing about.
It was effortless. I found it effortlessly.
No, but no, I doubt it. I doubt you can tell me anything in one paragraph about your family, your grandparents.
I
your
can
great-grandparents.
tell you quite enough, actually. More than what they actually don't know about.
You can even try to make it up now. You won't finish a minute. I can try you.
Yeah, sure.
Let this Paul came to you know Rome. Paul came to
Yes, but
there's just something wrong. There's just wrong something else.
to Square, you can write the story, ne?
Hold on, hold on. We'll get back to it. Trust me. Mama, sit down, Mama.
Hi everyone.
Hi,
I've been listening. I was I was trying to catch up because there were so many things covered, and I wasn't sure what the topic was, so I didn't want to just jump in and take the discussion on a different trajectory. But I want to start at the end because I don't want to add to what's been done there. When you say Black Panther, let me start with a question. Is not in Africa, it's in the Americas. What do you mean?
I've never seen a Black Panther, only leopards. But I understand some animals are migrated to fit narrative.
It's okay. The reason I started there is because, hi man, Ubuntu.
Yeah, I'm also struggling. Like I was
Guys, can I'm gonna start with the Black Panther thing. Jump to what we mentioned. Jump to words. Guys, let's learn our culture. Let's find out who we are. Let's be patient with looking for the right knowledge, not quick 5-minute Google searches that get us excited. I say this in love and with all due respect, my brother, go learn what a Black Panther is. Go learn, and the way you do that, I'm going to give you some pointers because I don't want to listen to teach that. Go learn why our chiefs choose the leopard skin for royal usage. I'm not in support of the Black Panther movie the way it's demonstrated, but this is what these people do. They take a bit of truth, a bit of the lie, put them together, create sensationalism and excitement, and people can't tell what's true and what's not. People sometimes just get stuck in their excitement. My brother, never repeat a statement like you just did. Go learn how the leopard and the species of cats connect to melanated people. It's not random, the choice to use the leopard skin. It's not by mistake, it's intentional, it's by knowledge, and it's by wisdom. Because these animals have got a trait called melanistic fur. They have melanism the same way we have melanin. They have their ability. You know, if you listen to ancient stories, there's one of the oldest tribes within Africa. There are 5 giants who I call, that's my choice, I'm not saying it's anyone's choice, giants of the continent, people who we call the San. Then there are the Kunamas, who for some reason no one ever talks about. Everyone is obsessed with the Nilots. No one talks about the Kunamas, but they're the real ancients. And then there are the Amazigh. I'm not talking about the Berber Amazigh. I'm talking about the indigenous Amazigh. We have the Twa. But this is my point. If you look at the reason why the leopard is a choice of robe for the royals within the continent and across the continent, not just one part. And you look at the tribe or a group of people called the San. I turn to use tribe because I've been in close contact with them. They don't like the name San. They don't like the name Basaro that we've given them. They don't like those names. They have tribes, these people. They don't have a god. They don't have a deity. But they understand nature. They know the elements. They know how to work with energy in the ether. And they have a principle called karma. This principle is a shape-shifting principle. I'll not go into that. Why am I mentioning that? If we are to learn about principles like that and these people not having a God, we will know why certain decisions were made, which we take for granted now, because our education system is failing us and it doesn't have the right knowledge to teach us about who we are. We will know why men put together a search party, a hunting party, to go look for the leopard when a chief or a king is to be put on the throne. Please, my heart broke a little bit when you said we don't have leopard, we don't have panthers.
No, I've never seen a Black Panther.
It broke. That's why I'm saying, please go check.
In
Because
Africa.
you don't know what a Black Panther is. You don't know the representation. You don't. I think even if, as I just spoke, mentioning melanism, you are not relating to it because it's possibly new information to you. That's why I'm saying we can't do it on this panel. And I'm saying, please go check. You don't have to take Sedella's word. Go check.
How do I check that up?
Why our... You can always DM. We don't have to do it here. Ubuntu is there. He can guide you. I know he's very capable of that.
Okay.
Some things we made on panel like this so we can share knowledge outside. We don't have to turn it into a disagreement or a bone of contention here. It's a beautiful space for sharing information. Okay, just the foundation will be why the leopard was chosen, and what's the relationship of this leopard, and why did they not call it the leopard or the lion or jaguar? Why did these things are not random, guys?
They don't know Africa.
Why did they choose the name Black Panther? I know why they chose the name Black Panther. It's not because it's a literal, physical Black Panther, because you don't see it being used anywhere. Go check in the world. All indigenous, native tribes, none of them use the skin of a Black Panther. Not one in the world. Check the Maoris, check the Hopis, check the Lakotas, check none, not one. But ask yourself, where did the term Black Panther come from? Anyway, I'm not gonna get stuck in that, but it's because the one that was said last. But as I land, guys, it's my as we are deconstructing, and I'm assuming a lot of people are deconstructing. There are different levels of deconstruction. There are people who are still at the starting stage, which is admirable for the step you're taking. There are people who are in the middle of their journey, which for me is actually the most taxing part, because you need to get a couple of things right so you don't carry your journey with trauma in your nervous system. Because really